Spoken For Communications brings you this preview of North Carolina Central and South Carolina State as these two teams meet in Oliver C. Dawson Stadium in Orangeburg, South Carolina for a huge matchup in the MEAC. I'm Chris Hooks, play-by-play voice of the NCCU Sports Network with the head coach of the Eagles, Jerry Mack. Coach, as we come off a big win against Howard, it really seems like things are starting to build in the right direction for you here in your first year.
Well, as the season goes, the chemistry comes together. Guys start to feel comfortable a little bit more in the system. And I think, it all kind of came together a little bit Saturday. We had all guys kind of on the same page, which was really good.
And to beat a team like Howard, who, again, is extremely talented, great quarterback in Greg McGee, to see Malcolm Bell on the other side outduel him sort of stat-wise, I know that had to be something you were kind of proud of and hang your hat on.
Well, I said that, Malcolm reminds me a lot of Greg as far as, he could be potentially what Greg is in a couple of years. But, compliment to Greg, he played extremely well, and Howard, they came to compete just like we knew they would.
And that's the thing about Flea's squad. They're all very good, has a lot of talent, and it's just they're so close to being 3-3, 5-1, as opposed to being 1-5 and 0-3 in the MEAC. So again, they're a tough team. They're going to be tough out the rest of the season. For you, though, to beat a team like that, your first MEAC game as the coach here at North Carolina Central, I know you had to be proud of that. But again, it seemed like there was a total team effort.
It was offense, defense, and special teams. All phases kind of all came together on Saturday, and that's a compliment to our coaches. They did a great job, put a great game plan together, and the kids went out there and executed.
All right, let's look at South Carolina State. Obviously, as you get set for that one, they're the perennial power in this league. Them and Bethune-Cookman, you always hear 1 and 2, and they could certainly rotate, and they're interchangeable in that role. Buddy Pugh's done such a great job. You're going down to their place. It's a tough place to play. I mean, it's going to be a big challenge for us.
It is. I tell our young men all the time, these are the kind of games that are going to separate us in the MEAC conference. Bethune's and the South Carolina State, always going to the playoffs. We're trying to get to where those programs are at. So we have to have a great package together. We got to go out there and compete.
Yeah, they're saying that the MEAC championship this year is going to go through Orangeburg. For us to get a win against a team like South Carolina State, what's it going to take?
It's going to take total team effort. It's going to take discipline on our part to reduce our penalties. It's going to take guys making plays, extraordinary plays, in any game.
Defensively, I mean, they're as good as they come in this country. Defensive line is extremely talented here for South Carolina State. What's going to be a key against them and against their defense to get the ball moving?
It's going to really take a physical football game. Our guys are going to have to come and compete, and they're going to have to make a commitment to stopping the run, and we're going to have to make a commitment to running the football and being highly, execution style on offense.
One thing that's kind of been our a kryptonite this year is the run. We sort of struggle with that, and this is a team in South Carolina State that can run the football. So, again, we got to remedy that.
We do. We're making some personnel changes here and there, and we got a couple of different packages that we feel comfortable with. That's a little bit different than we've shown in the past. So we're going to, our coaches, they're in the lab right now putting everything together.
When you look at this for you and this team to beat a team like that, where does it start? Does it start at the beginning? You got to get a good start and put them on their heels a little bit?
I think it definitely starts in the beginning. We're a team just like many teams in the country, of a team of momentum. And to come out there and to have a good first, second, and third drive in the first quarter, the first half, is really going to propel us to being successful down the road in the game.
All right, Coach, here's to wish you best luck in South Carolina State.
Thank you, Chris.
That is head coach Jerry Mack. Spoken For Communications gives you this preview of North Carolina Central and South Carolina State. Again, join us at 1:30 as we'll be on the air to get you ready for that contest. Enjoy the ball game.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.